Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. Welcome back to Enderal. In the last episode we arrived here in the village of Riverville. It's good to finally have reached our destination. For now though, I feel like, is this a door or just boarded up? It's just boarded up. We have a few people we need to talk to. We need to find Alfred, who supposedly is the childhood friend of Yero. So it would be quite nice to get some information. So let's see if we can't locate said person. Doggy! No doggy, come back! Oh well. No doggy for me then, I suppose. Ah, hello.
Who are you?
Just a traveler. You're Alfred, right? The childhood friend of a man named Yero?
Yero, this is about his death, isn't it? The rampage.
You've heard about it?
Of course, who hasn't? Yero was one of us, after all. It is terrible. Simply terrible. You want to hear an old man's opinion, though? I always expected that something like this would happen. Malthus, forgive me for talking about a keeper like that, but it's the truth.
You mean you saw it coming? How?
Hard to explain, really. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit. It'll be easier to talk that way.
I mean, it was clear that he was depressed, but still, it's a little bit of, you know, from depression to mass murder, there's at least a little bit of a path. It's not directly. You know what, Alfred, I'll just hear you out. Sure. Tell me your story.
Well, Yero. That's quite a subject, you know. You were right when you said we were best friends. Our fathers knew each other. For as long as I can remember, Yero and I were getting into trouble together. At least, until his mother died.
Not of old age, I assume?
No. Bandits killed her in broad daylight on Penny Road. Today these incidents are common, but not back then. The road was considered safe. Very safe. She was on her way to Ark, accompanied by 3 other women, and they were set upon at the pass. None of them survived. Yero was shattered. I think the worst part was how his father went downhill after his wife's death. The fishery decayed, and the poor guy filled his days with boozing and sleeping. It changed Yero forever.
How exactly?
Well, that's a good question. On the one hand, he became a man, despite his tender age. On the other hand, something inside him woke up, so to speak. A desire to make more of his life. Old Mother Jenica noticed it and took him under her wing. He learned how to read and write, and soon he knew all the holy verses by heart. When he didn't have to help his drunken father, he helped in the village as much as he could.
He transformed his grief into productivity. Sounds like a rather positive development.
Indeed, that's one way to look at it. It wasn't long before he was the jewel of the village, the striving young fisherman destined for great things, even though he was only on the path of a manufacturer. And then the inevitable happened. A keeper of the order came to Riverville to see the prodigy with his own eyes. And behold, in addition to Yero's ingenuity, he also had a slumbering magical talent. The keeper took him away, and a few months later, he started his novitiate. Since then, I've only seen him once or twice, as he rarely visited Riverville. I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me.
Is it that uncommon for someone on the manufacturer's path to get a chance to become a keeper?
If one of the manufacturers makes it to Sergeant of the Guard, it's reason enough for a bard song. He must have been the first novice in centuries who was not of the sublime path. So yes, sir, it is uncommon. More than that.
So, what did you mean by, I always suspected that something like this would happen?
Oh, it's hard to explain. I believe it was the way he was talking about his grand plans. How he wanted to make the world a better place, to become the greatest keeper since Lorem Waterblade. Underneath all this there was an anger. An anger mixed with deep grief and disappointment. I don't think he was aware of it because he drew all his strength from that anger. The strength to do all this, to learn and to work day and night, but it frightened me, like the Blue Death. It slumbers inside the pathless mage who believes he can master magic without the Order's help. At first, it grants power, but then, one day, it bursts out in an unholy wave of destruction, turning him into one of the monsters in the old songs. Anyway, I'm just an old man. What do I know about these matters? Now let me go to sleep. All these memories are making me weary.
Alright. Thanks for your help.
Yes, of course.
Well then, I guess we have some information to give to our dear friend Yaspar. But before that, I want to just have a little look around this village. I don't want to leave just yet. I mean, we just made it here after so much commotion. There's some more buildings on top here. And this little doggy? Can I interact with you, doggy? I'll get him as he comes. Bad dog. Okay. Sorry, just go on. Be goofy. Oh, hey there. Hey, doggy. Bad dog. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you, you little thing. No, well. We should leave Alfred by himself. Now, the mayor, one of the guards informed me the fact that the mayor's wife was ill, I believe. There's a lot of guards here, so this looks to be the local market. That's what I would assume at the very least. Ah, notice boards. The perfect place for an adventurer like me to get some missions. Okay, let's have a little look at these. Bounty missions and petitions are announced on this notice board. Alright, let's search for a bounty quest. The Pathless One, Redrick Borenstone, is wanted for multiple frauds and aggravated robbery. He is sturdy, has blue eyes and a blonde beard. He is said to be extremely dangerous, so proceed with cautions. There are 180 Enderalian pennies issued for his death. Well, I suppose I could use that money. Alright. You already accepted a bounty mission. Alright. Embrace your inner child with Tarhuti? Every night, channel the voices. Voices from the dark? Or noises? Probably voices. And who is this? Ah, the poet plays an arc. Songs to be performed. Your lips are sweet as honey pie. Not compares to thy golden hair. Blow me like a battle trombone. Oh, I want to hear that song. Alright, let's, oh, that's cool. Oh, I think that date is already past, the 14th of Star Summer Night. Man, I missed out on a great show. Wanted at the behest of the Holy Order. Oh, it's so cool, all of these just small little details here. Hello.
Yes?
Is there any news?
News? Where have you been these past moons?
Yeah, that's what people are talking about.
Nothing else but the Mad Magister. 30 dead novices. Oh, boy. How could something like this happen within the Order?
Alright, hey.
Uh-huh.
Are your wares for sale?
No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Oh, man. He sells adept books. Oh, cool. Oh, he sells quite a lot of archery books. one would be able to get some serious leveling done here. If one had the money. Because, I mean, this costs like over 1,000 gold altogether. So... but it's still interesting. I don't really want to spend... He sells blueprints, though. Let's see. Different iron pieces that I don't necessarily care too much about. But I wonder if after a while you can begin to make gear that's even better. But you probably need quite a high level of whatever skill that was. But this man sells some rather... The hunting longbow. That's better than my current one. Oh, look at this. This iron plate body right here. Increase your health by 10 points. I don't have the cash for it, but it's good to know that this man sells some rather interesting things. We already have a small backpack. I made it myself.
Walk blessed.
Yes, yes. Now, hello. Are you selling pumpkins? I don't think this is a pumpkin. I don't think I've commented on it yet, but this isn't a pumpkin. Why are your pumpkins so green? Please.
All you'll ever need. But please, take a look.
Anything interesting around here?
Apart from my wares, you mean? Well, jokes aside, no. At the moment, it's quiet around here. Thank Malthus it is. I mean, you don't hear a lot of good things from the streets these days. Vatirs, brigands... This country has seen better times.
Yeah, I've run into a brigand, a vatir, sorry, myself.
What do you need?
What do you have in stock?
Oh, a lot. Tell me if something catches your eye.
She also sells some foods. I think what I want to buy is... Do you sell salt? He doesn't sell salt. Because with salt I can cook my own goods.
Walk blessed.
Ah, they got kids.
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk. Your accent is so funny.
Did you seriously mock another person's voice when you sound like that?
Someday I'll go to the Ark.
Okay.
Everything's supposed to be so huge and shiny.
Oh, it'll be so huge and shiny. Hello. I'm new in the area. Do you... Well, hey there. Finally some elven influences on their faces. I'm new in this area. Do you happen to have any tips for me?
Tips.
Blah, blah, blah.
Just be wary of your outside city walls. I guess you've noticed as much already, but this country has seen better days.
Can I just comment on your amazing last name? Gotsi Dormatalata. It's great. You're a hunter, right? How's the situation in the wilderness?
Don't ask. The wolves act as if they've been cursed, attacking anything and anyone on sight, and killing game they don't even eat afterwards. This must be the red madness everyone's talking about. Oh, blazes. Where's this supposed to lead?
Well, I've noticed the same.
Farewell.
Farewell. Oh, is there a story being told? Or are you guys just looking at this woman staring at a tree? Hey.
Who are you?
I don't know. That is a question I've yet to figure out. Who am I, truly?
Hey, you there. You want to know a secret?
What do you mean? What kind of secret?
A really great secret, you'll see. If you, give me 30 pennies and I'll tell you.
And why should I believe that your secret is really worth 30 pennies?
Because I promise. Please. With those pennies I can have Mizir Gutsidoma make me a wooden horse like the one Sen has. Please.
I don't care about your wooden horse. Shove off. No, Carlicus has a good heart. Fine, here you go. Now tell me.
Wait, let me count first. Wow, there really are 30. You're great. Thank you. So, do you know my sir Mitumael? The, what do you call it? The tanner.
Yeah, we did run into him. The one at the marketplace, you mean? What about him?
Well, last Last night I heard these weird noises coming from his house, as if he was building something, so I snuck up to his window. He has this secret stash in his house. I think to open it, you have to pull these hidden levers, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe you, well, you know. Anyway, I have to go now. Thanks again.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe it paid off. I don't know if that a quest... No, it didn't appear in my quest log, but that's okay. Let's see. Wanted in Riverville. I really want to do that one as well. And I do want to get on to reading The Butcher of Ark, but I've heard that the books in this game can be quite long, so... we'll have to see when we find a suitable time to read. Do you have a wooden horse? This girl really wants it.
Wow, that's nice armor you're wearing there.
Haha, I know. Ah, you must be the wife of the other Gatsidor Matalatata.
Have you heard the news about the Magister? Word has it that he murdered 30 novices, then killed himself up in the temple. By Malphus, what has become of this world?
Hello.
Shut up, Tammy. Gosh. Well then. I'll be off. That was some useful information from her, though. It is really something we should be keeping in mind. So this is the... Ah, this is the mayor's house then. I thought this was the Gatsimara Tamalamadamada residence. Ah, well then. Hopefully, nobody minds me just walking in. Such is the plight of an adventurer. We always walk into houses unannounced. Excuse me.
You're not from Riverville, are you? What do you want?
Oh, wow. Those are the eyes of a man who hasn't slept properly in a few weeks. I've heard your wife is sick.
Is that so? What does that have to do with yourself?
Why so distrustful? Maybe I could help you.
How noble of you. But how do I know you're not a quack? I know nothing about you.
Look, I really do understand a thing or two about magic. Maybe I could help your wife.
All right then. I suppose it can't get any worse than it already is. Come, let's go upstairs.
Alright, I'll try not to blow her up. Hey, beautiful little statue on the desk. I'm with you. Okay. Look at me. Don't I look like a seasoned adventurer who knows a thing or two? Oh, Carlicus the Great. And the dead stare that I have in my eyes. Should be enough to convince you. Now, where is this wife of yours?
Take a seat.
Oh, okay. I'll just go over here then. Whoop.
Well then, let's keep this short. For 3 moons now, Matilda has been hearing voices. Sometimes during the day, sometimes at night. There is no pattern. According to what she told me when she was still lucid, the voices seem to come from the sea. And it's a mixture of pleading, screams, and weeping.
She's hallucinating.
Maybe so. Or maybe it is some kind of a ghost, or a magical anomaly. Only Malphus knows. Since the night she first heard the voices, however, her health has been worsening. At first she lost her appetite. Then she started vomiting. To make things even worse, she now has a fever that gets more dire by the minute. Father Vildus is clueless, and even the 2 apothecarius who quickly passed through the village said they don't know what's wrong with her. She has even stopped recognizing me lately, and talking to her has become impossible. I don't want to lie, stranger. I just don't know what to do anymore. If it keeps going like this, Matilda will not see the turn of the year.
And only she can hear these voices, correct?
Yes, and the times when she hears them are her only waking moments. She then starts screaming, on and on, flailing around as if the Black Guardian stood before her. It's horrible to see her like that, My brother Meldor is a traveling arcanist and has already examined the house for magical anomalies, all to no avail. Whatever causes these voices, it only affects her.
I'm really sorry. And do these voices say anything?
No. According to what she said to me when she was still lucid, they are just a babble of voices, and a horrible one at that.
And you don't have the slightest idea as to where this came from?
No, not in the least. You know, Matilda is such a good person. If it is a ghost that has possessed her, then it must be a cruel one who only wants to see her in pain. And if it's a disease, that Malphus shall be damned for making her suffer like this. I'm sorry. I should not have said that.
It's fine. I will see if I can find out what's causing this. Do you have any idea where to start?
You. Maybe it helps if you were there for one of these seizures. I don't feel comfortable about it, but if it could help, we have to give it a try.
That might be a good idea. How should we go about that?
Just come back in a few hours' time. It hasn't been too long since she had the last one. Give me a moment with her until then, all right? My brother Meldor will let you in once it's time.
Well then. I suppose it's time. Meldor?
Ah, hello. You're the visitor Dugar told me about, right? The Outlander?
I am, yes. Are we ready?
Well, as ready as we can be. As Dugar probably told you, the seizures happen arbitrarily, but more often around this time. Come, follow me. While I do appreciate your endeavours, I'm a little sceptical as to what good it will do. Whatever is wrong with Matilda is not ordinary. But I suppose some chance is better than none, isn't it?
Most likely. Wait for me.
You have a visitor, Dugar.
Thank you, Meldor. And thank you for not changing your mind. It could happen any minute now. Just take a seat and wait. And I warn you, this is not going to be pleasant. Oh, Matilda.
No, please. No.
Oh, and here we go.
They are coming. They are coming back. No, 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 please don't. There's no other way.
Bentas.
So?
I think I heard something.
You mean you heard the voices? What are you? Some kind of medium?
No, I'm extra large. Well, I've had these visions since recently. It sounds bizarre, I know, and I don't understand it myself. But does the name Pentas mean anything to you?
Pentas? I don't know, but...
That was the fisherman, don't you remember? The one who collaborated with the brigands and was killed when he tried to resist the arrest.
Ah, yes, of course. And his companion drowned herself afterwards. Poor thing. But I don't understand. What, by the righteous path, does that have to do with Matilda's sickness?
I don't know. But something tells me that we should follow this lead.
Something tells you this, I see. If the circumstances were any different, I would take you for a quack, trying to win my favor. But you seem honest, and I shouldn't leave anything untested. Meldor, where was that fisherman's house again?
I have a map.
Then give it to him.
Of course, brother.
If Pentas really has anything to do with this, you should take a look at his old house. It should be abandoned. And now excuse me, both of you. I need some time for myself.
Of course. I'll just be on my way. Okay, well, the plot thickens. It's probably going to be beneficial for us to help out Matilda. Probably help our standing in this village considerably, helping out the mayor.
Here, this is the map. His house isn't far from the village, but you should be careful nonetheless. I don't need to tell you that the animals have grown savage recently. This red madness, or whatever they call it.
You said you're an Arcanist, right? So are you a part of this holy order?
This holy order? By the gods, you really do have Outlander written all over your face. But no, I am not. I have, as all the magically gifted have, passed the walk to the water, but I didn't qualify to become a keeper or a magister. And to be honest, I didn't want to either.
Ah, so you're neither a wild mage nor a keeper. What does that make you?
A free Arcanist, as are many others. But with all due respect, I think we should save the talk for later. Matilda's condition gets worse by the minute.
Alright, suppose you have a point. Well then, let's head on out of here and figure out where this so-called house is. Let's see. So Redrick Borcut is currently here. Oh, we found Penta's house, didn't we? Wasn't that the place down by the water? Where we found the letter? No, could that be? Maybe. I mean, we already visited there. But now Redrick Borcut. I'm also intrigued to go after him and do like a proper
Greetings.
Bounty quest.
You're not from here, are you?
You not from here?
Talk.
Okay.
Your accent is so funny.
That's amazing. Secure chest? You found a secure chest. Ba-da-ba-ba. Items which you place in a secure chest can't be lost or stolen. You find them in every settlement and near Murad Towers, and all of them share the same inventory? What? Okay, that's neat. Because I've always, in Skyrim and Elder Scrolls games in general, you'll know this if you saw my Morrowind Let's Play, I'm very careful when I place away items. Well, I say that while I just threw a bunch of gems on the ground in Skyrim. But knowing that there's a place I can store away things without losing them is really nice. So I think what I want to do is I want to at least store away books that I have read. So we'll store one volume here because I'll still have to properly read this book. Hero's Diary I'll probably keep with me. And then I don't even know what I want to store away, but this is good though. That's so cool. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Well then, good to know how that works.
I hope the new turnips come soon.
Yeah, I missed the turnips too, bro.
Walk blessed.
Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute, you... Never mind.
What is it?
Oh, you're an Outlander, aren't you? From Kilay. Your skin, it looks, different.
Well, that's insensitive. Why do you ask?
I mean, no offense, really. I'm just, well, curious.
My mother does, yes. I grew up on Nerim, though.
Nerim, you say? Huh. But still, your mother must have told you a lot about her homeland, didn't she? Say, is it true that on Kilay, even the door handles of the slum houses are coated with gold? I've heard the Blue Islands Coalition is so rich that they can afford to command a mercenary army large enough to fight an army of seraphs.
Well, I don't know. So let's just pretend I know. Kilay is different, let's put it that way. The Elder Council doesn't regulate trade, as the Order does here on Enderal.
Huh. That sounds exciting if you ask me, but also dangerous. You know, once this chaos in the world is over, I want to go travel myself. Who knows? Maybe a captain will hire me as a deckhand. Anyway, thanks for your time. Walk blessed.
Alright. No problem, girl. It's nice chatting with ya. Now, what does Triss from The Witcher over here sell? Okay, that's not fair. She Triss is like a 10 and she's a 2, so...
Oh.
Are you okay, my dame?
Oh.
What are you... Excuse me, what are you doing?
I sense vibrations.
Oh no.
Horrible, bad vibrations.
Please stop. Don't do that motion.
I feel them very strongly.
Bad vibrations?
Oh, yes. Something peculiar surrounds you. Your aura. Oh. Oh, by Malphus, no!
What about it?
It is indigo blue, the color of the dying. It must be a magical anomaly, but still, that doesn't bode well. But you're lucky. The stars are on your side. I, just like you, find myself in deep trouble. And maybe we can help each other.
How can you help me?
I have a special object in stock. A skull. According to the legends, it comes from the midst of the Kiran Desert, and us Arcanists refer to it as the Master Skull. It is a risky experiment, but at midnight, if you balance the skull on your head for 1 full hour, it might help to reharmonize your aura. Maybe.
Well, why not? What do you need help with?
It's simple. A couple of days ago, something precious was stolen from me. My beauty potion.
Yeah, you could need that.
And until yesterday, I was in the dark as to who took it. A vision has shed light onto the matter. It was an aura thief.
Why is that stuff so expensive?
Did you say your beauty potion?
Yes! Its essence is fresh water directly from the sources of Inodan. A real rarity, you see. But it is as potent as it is exquisite. To those who drink it regularly, the potion grants both an otherworldly allure, as well as it completely stops natural aging. And before you ask, yes, only through the elixir was I able to maintain my youthful beauty over all these years.
So, anyways, an aura thief?
Yes. Old beings from past times, way before the Pyreans. For common eyes, they are invisible, but we, spiritually gifted, can see them. Aura thieves only have one reason for existence, and that is to disrupt harmony by playing horrible pranks on innocent people, such as the theft of my potion.
But how can you be so sure it wasn't a rainbow-colored unicorn who stole it?
Unicorns are fairy tales, you should know that. It was an aura thief. I can feel that deep within me.
Oh gosh, please stop talking like that. Alright, I will see if I can find your potion. Any ideas where I should start looking?
I have a suspicion. Yesterday, when I danced at the river, I heard a voice out of nowhere whispering right into my ear. And it only said 6 words. Find me in the Clearwater Cave. I'm sure it was the potion who spoke to me, but I'm too old to go exploring old caves like this one on my own, which is sad since said cave is only a few minutes' march from the village. It's an abandoned mine just up the hill that leads to the pass. Go there and find my potion, and I will reward you most generously.
Yeah. I'm sure that's not the only cave around here that hasn't been explored for a while. So, now we have a few
You're
missions.
not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
Uh-huh.
I think I've seen you before, haven't I? You work for the Order. Do you know who those wild mages up in the temple are? I mean, sure, if the Grand Master trusts them, who am I to doubt his decision? But still,
The Order.
No.
Do I remind you of
Hey,
someone then?
you're an adventurer, right?
Oh, hello.
Have you been to,
what?
How do they say it? Malaya?
Oh, Malaya.
That's where the petrified live. My dad told me that.
That sounds amazing.
Potatoes, garlic, radish.
Well, guys and girls, I'm getting totally sidetracked with all of these stories and all of this adventure. There is a lot of greatness that awaits us here in town. There are quests to be had. There are adventures to go on. And all of that will happen in the next episode. So, have a still good day. Take care and stay awesome. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.